This is the first time I have ever been involved in a shotgun muzzleloader season. Jason and I at Hero Shot Outfitters have made friends over the last couple of years. And I said, I'd really like to invite my friend Sherman from Whitetail Outdoors along. Both got drawn for our shotgun tag. We also knew in the back pocket that we had our archery tags. You were up in one area and I was in a completely different area for where Lucky 13 was. Take her away, first morning shotgun season.
So here we go.
Brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee Roastery and Cafe, Browning, G5 Outdoors, Prime Archery, Stealth Cam, Outdoor Edge, High Mountain Seasonings, Hornady, Canac Industrial Services, Portable Winch Co., Vortex, Wolverine Guns and Tackle.
All right, guys, we are on our way to Illinois. I'm actually in Iowa right now. Just picked up a buddy of mine, Mark, who's hunted with us the last couple of years down here in Iowa. It is kind of a crazy time of the year to be going away from Wisconsin. It's the first time in my life ever that I haven't been in Wisconsin for the 9-day gun opener. I got asked to go on this hunt with Jeff Coyle from The Edge on Wild TV. And he asked me last year at the ATA, and I didn't even look at the dates. I'm like, yep, sounds good, I'm in. Well, here we go. We're gonna be down here hunting over the 9-day gun season in Wisconsin, but we have the opportunity at taking a couple bucks down here. It's a 3-day bow hunt, and then a 3-day gun hunt, shotgun hunt. But we are on the road, we're only a couple hours away, and we will be hunting in the morning.
Nice to meet you,
Finally
man.
meet you down
Yeah,
here.
absolutely, man.
Appreciate you having-
I know you had a little detour, but
What's up?
How you doing?
yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh,
I'm doing well.
yourself?
Yeah, awesome, man.
Me too.
You thought you'd see, like, kind of back and forth.
There's
in
like 8
Illinois?
inches of snow a half hour from here.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we drive 5 hours south to get into snow.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had a ton, and I got all excited. Like,
Right.
all right, well we're gonna grab our
Yeah,
stuff.
grab your stuff. So basically, give you the rundown: kitchen, refrigerator.
So for me, I'd rather have an old smoke any morning. Old Smokes Coffee. I had an opportunity that first morning.
Yeah.
Right? So we got in there opening morning, and it wasn't but 9:30 maybe.
Wrong side of the fence, right?
No.
Oh, that was a different one.
No, this was the first one that came in. And so he came in that morning. We watched him come up through the field. I didn't actually spot him. My camera guy spotted him. And he's like, buck, buck, buck. And I turned and I went, shooter, shooter, shooter. And, we took a good look at him. And that's, that's part of the problem. When you set yourself up and you go into an area, I had built myself up the night before on Lucky 13. And although I was down there with 2 tags, in my head, I had thought to myself, Lucky 13 is one smoker of a deer. I would love to take him back to Canada. And, he started strolling across and we're looking at him. He was a solid 8. by all means a shooter.
Yeah.
But in my head, at 9:15 in the morning or 9:30 in the morning on the first morning,
no, I get it.
I wanted to give myself some more time. Just seeing the bucks today, smaller bucks, tells me that those could be in lockdown too. So, pretty cool experience we just had. So, you know, first thing this morning, we had a nice 7-point that came through, nice young deer. And all of a sudden, the cameraman's like, I see a buck. And so out of the corner of his eye, he caught horns that were just in the trees straight across from us. And beautiful 8-point, you know, had some height to him, some decent width. But, you know, he's one of those deer that, when talking with Jason last night, that he's got some good 8-points that are a little bit trickery. They're a young deer. And I believe that deer was a 3.5-year-old. Not what Jason wants us to be shooting out here. So, you know, we gave him a pass, but pretty exciting for the first morning here in Illinois.
Hero Shot Outfitters, second year, basically going public. It's also the second year that I've hosted Jeff. It's kind of an annual thing that we started last year. He hunted with us, and we just kind of hit it off. You know, he had a great hunt last year, and we kind of developed a relationship, and it's kind of evolved into a friendship now. So I look forward, you know, now every year that Jeff does come hunt with me, because our experience down here in West Central Illinois is a little different than what he's accustomed to. And, you know, getting, you know, a group of guys from Canada is a little bit different than normally of what I get just because of the distance.
Oh, that's another shot. That's 10 shots this morning. So we've only been legal shooting light for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops, and we've already got 10 shots.
Good morning, guys. We're starting with shotgun season. Got my muzzleloader in here with me, so we got enough light now. First interview of the morning. We're sitting in an area where there's still some beans out here, and it's a cut bean field. We've heard several shots already this morning, so hopefully we got some action for you today. We plan on sitting all day long. We get a little bit of a wind in our face, so should be a good morning. We got about a little over 2 hours of sunlight left, which should be prime time. The last hour, 45 minutes to the hour, is when it should get the best. So we're going to sit back here and wait for what we've been waiting all day for. They've got some good bucks here. There's a big 10-pointer, and then a buck with split G2s, they call splits. Really good looking buck, and he's in the same area, so. He's down. All right, guys. Holy cow. Splits is down. The big buck that we wanted to come here and kill.
I see a big old rack, boys and girls.
We've been sitting here for about 10 hours, maybe more. 4:35. We did it. We just dropped an absolute stud here in Illinois. First night, I literally slept maybe a half hour last night because my camera guy likes to snore a little loud. Oh my gosh, I'm stoked.
No, actually it was first afternoon. I had to put a whole day in. So yeah,
right, yeah.
Actually when we got out there, you know, it looked like an amazing spot. It was a cut bean field, but the morning was slow. I mean, we saw one deer until about noon. So, and I said to my camera guy, I'm like, you know, I think we're gonna have a great afternoon, but there's shots all around us. You know, I'm like, There's gotta be deer.
It was like the 4th of
running
July.
all
is how
over
I
the
felt.
place.
Yeah.
And I saw one deer. But around noon we saw a few, and then 3 o'clock it just blew up.
Saw like that split. I'm like, that's the one. We're shooting him. But look at this, absolutely.
Splits read the script perfectly. Came out 126 yards, broadside, gave us a bunch of pre-roll, and I was fortunate enough to make a great shot. He died in the field on camera.
My man. What do you got to say about that, boy? Oh, welcome to Illinois. Good job, brother. Thank you. Good
And I mean, just a really cool, unique buck. As its name Splits. I like going after the bucks that are. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like any big buck, but when they got unusual characteristics, that's what I'm all about. But I want to say thank you for allowing me to come on this hunt with you, inviting me on this hunt. So 2 deer in 3 days. No, I'm not sure if I can get invited back next year, but.
Like, you recording? Yeah. You recording? Yeah. So you're recording. This is gonna happen. Yeah, now it's
Are you moving too much?
You're going back home. I'm out in the field, a little bit like, oh, that damn Sherman. But here we are in the afternoon, and I got the big box 8. He comes up. He's literally 40 yards off the side of our blind. And unfortunately, we didn't get him on film. But it's one of those situations in doing what we do. We're in the regular blind, same blind as everybody else is, and you've got tripods and cameras and everything else, and I'm on the wrong side of the blind. He's coming in, and he decides to go behind the blind. And I mean, the does read the script. One by one, all 6 does came over out into the field, and he doesn't come.
That's how they get big, right?
That is how they get big, right? So, he picked up on something, and I mean, when you're dealing with close distance, although shotgun gives you that longer range, that doesn't mean that's where they're going to come in at. I mean, so he came in close. He'd have been perfect for archery, really, where he was. And he came in behind us, and so we missed out on that opportunity, but I've seen a lot of great deer. I think that night we had a little over 30 deer come into the field. Wow. So, it's exciting, and that's part of what you're out there for. For me, I love being out there and seeing all these animals and seeing them interact. And, especially in the rutting stages, there's nothing funner than that. And funner is not a word, kids. That's what Don Cherry and me coming out there. More fun. And unfortunately, I ate a tag on muzzleloader, and then we moved into archery.
So Jeff Coyle from Wild TV gave me a call and said, I got a good opportunity to go hunt some whitetail in Illinois. I thought that was a pretty cool idea because I've never been hunting whitetail in Illinois, and Canac, that is being a sponsor of Wild TV, I thought it'd be a good opportunity for one, get Canac involved in this whole production of Wild TV, and also to see something different in a new area with whitetail, but they act different in different places. So far, we've had a pretty good time. We've seen some good bucks. Got one good shooter, guy from Wicked Times. His name is Sherman. He got a good buck. Jeff and I also seen some pretty good shooters. The opportunity, such as whitetail, did arise, but we couldn't seal the deal because that's whitetail, and that's kind of how it goes. But all in all, a good camp. Hero Shot Outfitters they're really good people, and they got a good outfit going on. They got lots of stands and lots of area, a lot of different area. You got some cornfields, and then you got some bottoms, and you got some some of the stuff is new to me. Some is very familiar. Tree stand hunting and ground blind hunting is something I've done. Alberta's more spot and stock, but I quite enjoy sitting down and enjoying nature and seeing some good animals, having some fun.
Tags, you got your tags?
Yeah, my bag. Arrows.
Oh, arrows, release. What more can you need?
A dead deer. We're gonna go to a spot I call the pasture corner. It is tucked down, a little draw that comes through into standing beans on 2 sides, and then I got standing corn on the other side. So trying to catch these deer traveling to food tonight. And it's a good little pinch area there where the deer cross and kind of go under the fence. Pretty close shooting, good little a little set, good wind for it, and should have a lot of action.
Good luck. Here we are in Illinois. We got here 4 days ago. It's been an amazing trip so far. You know, I had 2 opportunities on 2 different bucks. The first one I passed on, first thing that morning. And, you know, the second buck came in and unfortunately gave us a slip one behind the blind. And I think, you know, with some of these spots that haven't been touched for a while, with the pressure of the gun season that was here for the 3 days, we're hoping that it pushed these deer in. And we're gonna go see if one walks by us tonight. Here's hoping.
I would say that the bucks are still running. We're 1.2 miles away from the lodge, we hope. We're coming in a completely different way than we came before, so I'm a little nervous.
How's it going? So you were gone for a couple days on day 2.
Not a hard thing to do. I'm not sure what you're doing wrong. If you need me to come out with you, or
Come hold my hand.
I had to sit out there one time and not get one, but
You know, blessed me, Sherman comes back the night before archery season because now he's regained his tag in the pocket and ready to go for the next morning.
again. Yeah.
And we go out, but we both had to sit that day and you come out and you had to work for it that time. But yeah, that morning we get in and I was looking at you going, oh, there's a lot of wind. It was cold
it
that
was
morning. That was the
really
coldest
cold.
morning, I think, of my sits down there.
Super cold. I'm all bundled up, and I looked down and I happened to see this buck coming through, and didn't take me long to realize it was injured. And with shotgun season just ending, I assumed it was shot with a shotgun. And I mean, it took 35, 40 minutes to work
Just to
its
get
way,
to you.
just to get to me.
Yep.
All right, guys. We just got down here. Stop shaking. We don't have very far to go. Let's go get in the buck.
I knew it was the ethical thing to do, but it was a good buck too. I mean, it's a very nice 10-pointer that I'm very happy with. But I mean, he read the script, came right in front of me, and by 7:30, morning 2,
Go.
I'm done again. So I don't know what to say, buddy.
My pickup that morning, I had to put my head down because, I mean, I got in the truck and Jason looks at me and he's like, Sherman shot. And I'm like, happy as heck for him.
Yeah, right.
But when you're down there and they're playing this game of USA versus Canada and Canada's down 3-0 and now Sherman
counts
shot
for
another
2,
one. And
yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, Bo counts for 2. So now we're down 5-0 and Guy and I, you know.
We even changed the rules, make it 2.5 for one, I think after that. So you could have tied us.
Yeah, they kept trying to really help us out.
Yeah.
I'm taking Jeff out tonight, and I'm giving him the BBD necklace, the big buck down necklace. This has killed numerous whitetails, elk, and now tonight it's going to get his first Canadian kill. So, big buck down necklace, big buck down. Let's go get her.
Do it, buddy.
All right, here we go.
I think this is the 6th time I've been in this field since coming here. We're 6 days in. We went through the shotgun season. We're on the last day of our archery hunt. I mean, obviously, archery goes till January 22nd here in Illinois. But for me, I fly out tomorrow morning. So, game face, game time. Last ditch effort. It's a beautiful day. We're sitting in the shade, which is kind of nice. There's no wind, so we're gonna make the best of it and see what happens. It's the game we play coming out here, you know. You can sit all day for an opportunity and,
you know, we just had a beautiful 8-point that came through and presented himself at 40 yards, well within my range. But, you know, he's a young deer. Like, you know, he's probably a 2.5, 3.5-year-old deer, and definitely doesn't fit the criteria of the outfitter at 130. So, you know, I passed on him, and as I should. You know, we want to let those good deer grow up to be big bad boys.
Jeff is a very passionate hunter, a very energetic hunter, and he knows also his limitations. So he understands you know, what we're building here at Hero Shot. He's just not looking to go out and shoot a deer to say he shot a deer or get something on camera. He's kind of bought into, you know, kind of growing with us, as it's a kind of a newer experience and a different type of hunting for him. I can tell a difference from year 1 to year 2. Year 1, I could see there was a little uncertainty just because of the style of hunting, but I can tell now he's more comfortable. He knows a lot of my stand locations. I could probably cut him loose and he could take 3 hunters and put them out there. So he remembers a lot of things, and that's great. So when we're talking about stands and where we're going in bucks, he has a full understanding of where he's going and feels really comfortable when he gets to the stand.
That's what it's all about right there.
Thanks again, buddy.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you coming.
Next week.
The Edge is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee Roastery and Cafe, Browning, G5 Outdoors, Prime Archery, Stealth Cam, Outdoor Edge, High Mountain Seasonings, Hornady, Canac Industrial Services, Portable Winch Co., Vortex, Wolverine Guns and Tackle.